Hello, my Pixel Peeps. Nicole Payne, CMA, here as always to drop some accounting truth bombs. And today I want to talk a little bit about the whale. And no, I'm not talking about whales out there in the ocean. As much as I love them and I want them to continue to proliferate and be healthy and all over the place, today I'm actually talking about whales as in clients or customers. Now, if you've been around in sales for a while, there is this theory that the whale is the client that when you land it, you've made your year. You've made your month, you've made your quarter, you've made your year. And in theory, the idea is that this whale, this client, this customer is going to be so big, they're going to bring in so much revenue that you don't have to put in as much effort in the future for bringing in additional clients or customers because you're already generating so much revenue, so you can work less. Now that's the theory, but what do we see in reality? Reality tells us that there is a super fine line between a client or a whale being super profitable or being so big it hurts. And what do I mean by being so big it hurts? So when I say that, it's actually a twofold thing. When a client is so big, there comes this point in time where you're actually killing yourself in order to try and keep up with the needs of that client or customer. But then on the other side, when that client or customer leaves, they take so much of your business with it that it almost destroys your business. So you're killing yourself to keep up, but you're also slowly killing yourself if they leave. So that's what I mean when I say that these whales can be so big that it hurts. An example of that is I was recently talking with one of my clients, and we were talking about how she has different sizes of customers, and she wants to focus on these bigger customers because they are so much more profitable. But her fear was that if she loses one, then such a big piece of her business goes with them. So she's walking that fine line of trying to decide, how do I go about bringing in bigger clients but not feel that sting so much when they leave or if they leave? So finding that right size of clients is really about trial and error. But the biggest thing that you can do is know your capacity. What do I mean by that? You are a specific business owner. You are a business owner. You are a service provider. You do what you do. But there's only so many hours in the day, and some of them need to be spent sleeping. Contrary to some people's beliefs, you do need sleep. You do need to do human things outside of working 24 hours a day. So, and even if you have employees, they also need to do things outside of work. So you only have a specific finite amount of time that you can actually focus on work. And you can only get so much work done in that finite amount of time. So that's what I mean when I say capacity. So how much work can you actually get done in the amount of time available to you? Once you know that capacity, then you can figure out how many clients can fill that capacity, or customers, how many orders you can place, or however much work you can get done is your capacity. And you can allocate that specifically to different customers' clients. The other thing that you want to do when you're trying to find the right client size is being super specific about the scope of work you're going to provide. Now, if you're a retailer, your scope of work is very specific because customer orders XYZ, you provide XYZ. If you're a service provider, though, that scope of work can really get encroached upon as you have clients who want you to do additional things. So this is my number one PSA for today, is beware of scope creep when you're a service provider. If you are super specific about what your customer has contracted you to do, and they ask you to do something outside of those specific terms, that's additional charge, and you need to be able to communicate that to them. Otherwise, they will just continue to pile on and become this monster client that you never intended for them to be when you signed them on. Anyway, so that what do you do though if you have the whale and the scope creep has started to get out of control? That's when you do a little thing called disengagement. And we'll talk about that on another video. But for now, take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.